All right. See you when I'm live. See you when I'm live. All right, I'm live. Okay. Is my microphone okay? Hold on. Let me turn it up. Let me turn it up. Let me turn it up. Is that better? Okay. All right. So, before we start, I would like to make a few disclaimers. So, I'm going to do that real quick. First of all, I use a lot of external VSTs in my production. Some of them are on the expensive side of things. Some of them are free, cheap. In this tutorial, I am going to be using the ones that I bought. I'm not only going to be using stock FL. I think if you're producing with just stock FL, or you're just mixing and mastering using stock plugins, you're not going to be able to get as great of a product as you would by using external VSTs. A lot of the ones I use are free, but Serum, for example, I paid $200 for Serum. I think it was a very worthwhile investment. I think that it is one of the best plugins on the market right now. But anyways, yes, I am using paid VSTs. So if you don't have some of these, I think that you can still get by using stock plugins. But this tutorial is going to involve non-stock plugins. On top of that, I do not think that I am the world's best producer. I don't think that I am in any way, shape, or form great with my understanding of music theory or anything like that. I just sit here in FL Studio, I look at the piano roll, and I click things and say, hey, that sounds good. But I do have a minimalist understanding of how things work and what sounds good to my ears. So that's the second thing. The way I produce is not the standard. I am mostly self-taught, especially in terms of making melodies. I watch a lot of YouTube tutorials. A lot of the things that I'm going to teach you today, you could find anywhere else on YouTube explained by somebody who probably has a degree. The last thing, I've gotten a few hate comments on some of my last few streams, and I would like to address something. Some people have said that I self-promo too much, or that they think I'm way too involved with self-promotion. I don't think that I self-promo a lot. Right now, you are watching my service. Like, I'm not promoting anything right now. This is me. This is the service I offer. This is the service that I promote. You have no reason to watch me if you don't want to. You don't. It's free to watch. I have never asked anybody to donate to any of my streams. I've never once asked that. I've said thank you to the people who have, because I have had a couple of donations, but I have never asked anybody to do anything like that. Of course, something of this streaming space is beneficial to me. It does gather attention to my music. It does gather attention to my streams, but that's just the trade-off of any business, really. I mean, my service to you is that I stream. You guys get free self-promo whenever you watch a Crizzy critique stream. I critique your music. You send me your music. It's a mutual beneficiary. If you do not like watching my content, you do not have to. Anyways, I'm going to start here. I don't think I have anybody watching right now, but it's okay. They can see in the VOD, and that's all that matters. I'm going to start with a Nick Mira melodic style. My plan for this stream is I'm going to make 2 beats first, show you how to do melodies, show you the way that I do drums. I'm going to show you how to mix those. And then the third thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open an already existing FL Studio project file and show you how I mix my vocals. I'm going to mix from the ground up, not with my preset. Okay, you're here. Gotcha. Yeah, for some reason, YouTube's saying only 2 people are watching, but I don't And I know one of them's me, but I don't know if that's true or not because I had like 5 people in here like a second ago, so I think YouTube's bugging. But yes. Anyways, disclaimers out of the way. I'm going to start. The first thing that I want to lay down is I want to do a piano or a pad. Going for a Nick Mira style thing. I think I'm gonna go for an electric piano. So Addictive Keys is one of the best plugins that I have ever found. I have no idea how much it retails for, how much it costs. I legally acquired it, so this is one that you can find online or by asking people to help you find. So I'm gonna find a good electric piano. I want something kind of dreamy and spacey. Dreamy and spacey, lo-fi-ish almost. Not an arpeggio. This one could work. Okay. I think it's $100. You can get it free with Focusrite equipment. Wait, really? I could have gotten this free, bro. Wait, you're joking. I'm using a Scarlett right now. That's actually crazy. Okay. Wow, I could have got that for free. I literally... Okay. My bad. Whoops. I'm drinking Flowberry Fizz right now. So, first thing you want to do, set your key. Going with a melodic, ambient, almost melancholy beat, I'm going to go for F minor. I prefer minor keys over major keys almost entirely. Oh, you guys can't see this drop down. Hold on. I'll fix that in a second. I'll let you guys see the drop down here once I set the key because I have my FL routed incorrectly and that's on me. Okay. So FL Studio, I had no clue how like the actual how to actually like stream this. I'm going to do this display capture. Okay. I think you can see all my drop downs and stuff now. If I, yeah, okay, there we go. W stream, thank you. So what I like to do, I like to lay down the first note. So I'm gonna start at F5. And right now we're just going for chords. We're not going for anything crazy. We're not looking for any of the extra notes. I typically do that after I do my chords. A nice chord progression is to go up 5 from your bass note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then to go 5 under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let's listen to that. Oops. So we already have a nice sounding chord. I like to leave my bass note at the bass note level, and then I move the other 2 down by 2. Sounds a little off. There is some stuff that just doesn't sound right. I think it's this piano. I don't like this piano. Let me select a different piano. This is the first time I've produced in front of people too, so let me try this piano. Maybe it'll be a little more spacey. I do think that it was just that one piano though. I do think that is the issue with the notes. God, what? I never have. Here we go. I love Velvet 34. I use this one a lot. So, doing a minor progression right now. Gonna lift one note. That doesn't sound right. Gonna move that down one. I'm also gonna move this down too. Okay. Like I said, I do not produce like the correct way. I don't believe there is a proper way to produce. So if this is weird to you or you want to ignore every step I am showing you, that is completely fine. I completely understand. I'm gonna copy that. Control B is my best friend. With a piano specifically, I am going to Control A to select everything, and then I'm going to Alt F. No, not Alt F. Never mind. Ignore that. Ignore that. Alt S. My bad. I'm going to increase the tension, the strength. I'm going to increase the velocity. Maybe I did mean Alt F. Hold on. Like I said, I am not a professional. Cut off the tail here. This makes it sound like it's naturally being played by like an actual person and not like it's through a program. That's all that Alt F does. Racing. Okay, so we have a very simple pattern here. So this is the most boring part for me, is laying down chords. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add another piano. This time I'm going to use Serum to find a piano because they have amazing, wow, that voice crack was terrible. They have very, very good spacey electric pianos. I did not mean to click on Serum. I don't know why I clicked Serum. I meant I'm going to use Analog Lab. I got mixed up between the two. Analog Lab is the one I paid $200 for. That's the one I paid $200 for. Not Serum. I get them mixed up a lot. Let me go for an electric piano. Go through here, see if I can find anything good. Oh, Rhodes. Rhodes are great. Rhodes pianos are amazing. Okay. Some nice Rhodes. I don't know. It's a little tail indie. I honestly wonder... Hold on. I'm going to do something crazy right now. I'm going to switch to Analog Lab for my main chords. Okay. Something with the flam is not working right. So I'm going to cut off all those tails. Okay, this note is not in key. Okay, I found the issue. There we go. Contact Noir Dark Piano is sick. Okay, let me... I don't know if I have Contact. Contact. I have heard great things about Contact, but I have not ever used it after Touch EP. Oh wait, no. Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? I just messed up everything. Hold on, this is on me. Wait, no. Now I gotta find which one I was using. A Rhodes for You. That's what I was using. There we go. Okay, that's on me. That is entirely on me. I gotta switch to addictive keys for my piano. One thing that helps a lot is when you're doing the extra melodies on the side, pan. Don't pan a lot, pan a little bit. I usually use piano panning to the left, guitar panning to the right, and in the middle, I leave the main chord progression and I leave the pad. So, with my extra notes, I kind of like to start along here. I went down 5 with the chord progression originally, so I'm going to go down to C. This is one of those things where you feel it out a little bit. Nope. So these extra notes, they're mostly just there for flair. I'm gonna try. If you can't tell if a note is in key or not, sometimes it helps to pitch it up so you can hear like the tones of everything. Let's try that. Sounds off. Maybe I should start at A sharp, go down to G sharp. Okay. Let's try to go for a lighter progression here. Oh man, it just doesn't sound good going up. I'm gonna try going up one more time. I like going up. I don't know why it does. I don't know why it's not sounding good with this specific melody. Okay, so piano is always weird for me. I'm never great with the piano. Let me try guitar. So for guitar, I use this free. This is completely free online, like legally. Like this isn't like me saying legally acquired. This is actually like just on their page. This is Sapphire Guitar Essentials. They are very good. I think that it is the most realistic sounding free guitar VST. And I would recommend it to anybody. My only complaint with this entire VST is that the electric guitars are so much cleaner than the acoustic ones. So what I am going to do here is I'm going to take these original chords here, Control C, go to the guitar panel, make sure I'm in Guitar Essentials, and then I am going to follow the lower melody here. Here, let me do just the pattern. And I always do my like mixing on my instrumentals at the very end, which I'm not sure if that is a common thing or if not, or if that's like not a normal thing, but that's how I do it. So I'm going to and what's cool about guitar is that it follows a very different structure than others. Where, man, that's not sounding right. Okay. You can just bounce between two notes the entire time and it'll still sound good. Especially when you're like done with the actual final mixing. Not there though, not like that. Something going here. Now the first thing I'm going to mix, since we're already messing purely with the guitar, is I'm going to mix the guitar because I do mix it differently than I mix everything else. So I'm going to solo the guitar, I'm going to EQ, we're going to cut out a lot of the low frequencies. We are going to do this with almost everything, cutting out lows, raising highs. And the reason why is because when we add the 808 is going to severely be impacted by the amount of frequencies that we have on the melody. And right now I know it's sounding a little weak. I use Blue Cat's free amp. This is also completely free. And I'm going to go for the jazzy setting. Tone it down a little bit. Get it at, let's go 65. Now it sounds a lot more like a real guitar. Going to add a chorus. Going to tone it down to mix level, say 25. Add some reverb. This is once again a thing by me that is probably not recommended. I always use large hall. Like, I always use that preset, and then I just tone it down. And then I always use this delay here. You will notice that my preset for FL, when I open it, does already have some settings here. Has this master track already on it, but I have all the effects turned off because I only turn them on at the end when I actually mess with the settings. On number 3, which is my hi-hats pattern, I have this already set up because I do that every single time. It makes your hi-hats crisp. If you want really, really nice, crisp sounding hi-hats that aren't ear piercing, set up your 7 up here, move your 6 down to about 6,000 hertz, move it under your 7 slightly to the left, and decrease it down to 24%. I guarantee you all of your hi-hats will sound 20 times cleaner. I also have this reverb track and this delay track. These are both FL stock plugins that I'm using here. Teddy Boy sent me them. Teddy Boy is amazing at engineering. I think he has the cleanest mixes and masters in the entire scene. I know that is a very bold thing to say, but that is a firm belief. I also didn't change the beat. I usually change the tempo. I guess we're leaving it at 130 because I've already like messed with it long enough. But anyways, I think that this is a pretty good sounding guitar. So let's listen to what we have so far all together. I will tell you that off the rip, the guitar is going to be very overbearing, and that's because I have not mixed the other tracks yet. Okay. I feel like I should add a pad before I do any more mixing. Pads are my best friend. And the reason why is because I usually follow the pad when I do my 808s. Like whatever notes that my 808s are hitting, that's also what my pad's hitting. So I'm going to go use Analog Lab again. And I'm going to put it on the same track as I have my Addictive Keys chorus. Not my other Analog Labs chorus. And the reason why is because the chords in the pad are going to be very similar. Everlast. Let's hear this. Let's try Liquid Thoughts. Okay, this is gorgeous. This is like a beautiful pad. Excuse me. So, Control V that. Going to move it up to here. Oops. To here. We're going to find the chord progression we would like. So I always start at my root. I'm going to go A sharp, G, A sharp. A sharp, G, A sharp. So go down to A sharp, G, A sharp. Very airy, very breathable, very spacey. That's what I'm going for. Let's mix these. Rayman vibes. Yeah, a little bit. I love Rayman. I love the old Spyro too. Skylanders really ruined Spyro. I usually throw a chorus on. And I like doing poly chorus a lot on my main melodies and turning it down to 35. And then since we're going for an ambient vibe, I'm going to open Fruity Phaser, go to the ambient setting, tone it down to 20%, get out my reverb. We're literally making a Crizzy White type beat right now, by the way. This is just gonna sound like, what is it? It's gonna sound like my next album is the kind of vibe I'm getting right now. So let's hear this all together. So right now we have to change the piano, the background notes, because right now it sounds like garbage. Just fine. I'm actually going to detune this, but I'm going to turn it down. Going to make it spacey, airy. Let's add another phaser. I'm going to go for Aqua Bright. And then once again, add reverb. I love reverb on my production. I think that making very spacey ambient soundscapes is like what I am best at. So let's listen to it. So this is what we have now. Let's listen to it without any of the plugins. It sounds really jarring. Everything's clashing. We turn on the plugins. It's very cohesive now. So now that we have all our chords, this is probably I'm going to use for the whole song. I'm going to stick with the pad and the guitar as an opener. I'm going to organize this. I like laying out the beat a little bit before I actually add my drums and stuff. So then I'm going to add hi-hats, clap, snare, kick, 808, and percussion extras. So the first thing I typically do is the clap and snare. I am a firm believer in the fact that you can get wacky and wild with your different drum kits. I have not paid for a single drum kit I have in here. These are all free from Reddit. If you go on r/drumkits on Reddit and look for drum kits of any style, you can find something. A few of these are kind of trash, and I will be honest about that. Others are amazing. Simon Like is a great starter. I don't use it much anymore, but it is a great starter. I am going to use the neck mirror kit a little bit here. I'm going to find a nice clap. Like this backup clap. I don't like my claps to be too harsh. I typically pan them to about 33. And then I'm going to find a snare. I like grime. And then we are going to hit every third note. Okay. Let him cook. Then what I like to do is on the second one, add one here. So I get a little wild with it. I also just put all of this on my kick pattern. which I did not mean to do. And I don't want to go in and copy paste anything, so I'm just gonna use the rename and recolor and change this to clap snare. And I'm going to change this one to kick. And this is something I do very often. This is honestly why I was a little scared to live stream this, because I know that I am going to make mistakes. So these are all mistakes that I constantly make and can probably be avoided. So it's just gonna be how it is. Add the hi-hats there. Next thing I like to do is hi-hats. The Nick Mirror kit does have some good hi-hats, but a lot of my favorite hi-hats actually come from Echo Soundworks, which is a lo-fi kit. I use this hi-hat closed O2 so much. And keep in mind that in our insert tracks, our hi-hats do have this EQ on them. That is very, very important to making crisp sounding hi-hats. I'm gonna go over here. Let me add it to this part. So that way when we do our 808s and our kicks, we can like be surprised when we hear it all. So I'm gonna go simple. I go to my clap snare thing. I click fill each 2 steps. I hit cut. I go to hi-hats. I click paste, and now we have a 2-step. So, and don't worry, I will mix my claps and snares and all that once I'm done doing these drums. So you can already like start developing a flow here. Be like, tried to make it work, but it never did. Shawty, she the best. She so heaven sent. Like you can already like get something going there. So I do the 808s next. I am going to follow this pad. So the notes that I have here are very important because they are the notes that I'm going to be using when I get my 808. 808s are so important to me. On the second beat I'm going to be making a more organic sound, and there will be no 808s, but there will be bass. So let me find good 808s. A lot of my Drake kits don't have good 808s. My ambient trap has some good 808s. I'm feeling this one. Make sure that your time is all the way down. Hit Control E. It will open this up. Detect pitch regions. We're in C. I love when 808s are in C. Bring the attack down. Bring the hold all the way up. Lower the decay to about 36. Lower the suspension to about 35. And don't mess with the release. Go into here. Copy paste that line. Oops. Make sure that you're in the 808s section. I'm going to chop all these down to this. I'm going to make sure that they are all in the same range. Okay. Let me make sure that... So one thing that I used to have a bad habit of doing is I would fill in the 808s into every square like this, which is fine. You can do that. But don't do that every time. Make sure that you are creating space between your 808s. So like a cool thing like this. Yep. Always do right click, cut itself on the 808s channel rack. Right click, cut itself. Yes. Oh, did I forget to do that? I did. Yes, thank you. I almost didn't catch that. I usually do that every time. No, okay, that's so embarrassing. I never forget to do that. That is crazy. I'm so in the zone right now. That's my bad. That is my bad. With the 808s, sometimes I just be making like patterns and shit and like be listening to it after, so. Like that just kind of sounds cool, I feel like. Like I said, I don't produce like a normal person. I don't think any of the advice I'm giving here is really great. I think that you can just pick something cool out of it. Hold on. My bad. Oops. Wrong button. There. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm nervous, bro. My fingers are like going crazy. Okay. I'm gonna hit Control A, Control C. Remember that I copied that, because now we are going to find a kick. So, what has good kicks? Simon Like has good kicks. The Drake kits that I have are really good. So I'm gonna go for Scorpion. I'm going to go into kicks. I'm gonna go for Time Flies. Time Flies sounds nice. This next part I think is incorrect to do as a producer, but this is what I do. So when I show you that I do this, feel free to scream at me. I think this is the biggest crime that I do in FL Studio, and I have never shown anybody that I do this because I know they're gonna yell at me. I do not care what key the kick is in. I just map it to C4. And then I hit cut self. I know trust me, I'm gonna look more like a map man. Copy paste that, Control D, and then I put everything into C. I find my second highest note and I put it in C sharp. I find my highest note and I put it in D. And I know that sounds insane because I didn't even check the key of the kick, and it's definitely not C. But listen to how good this sounds. I do this on every beat. I do want a different kick than this, honestly. That's hard. I do want a different kick though. That kick's not as great as I thought. This one sounds more racky. Okay. Now we move on to percussions. I used to never use these, which is terrible, and I am very stupid. This is going to add so much space to your beats. So much. It is going to make your beats sound so much better. It's going to add just that little bit of pizzazz. I always pick a perk. I try to find something kind of natural sounding. Something like that. Something small. Something that's not too in the way. I lower the volume. Oh, that's not the volume. It's okay. I was planning on... You do want to use a lot of panning on your perks. It does add a lot of space. So I'm going to go for 41. I am going to find an open hat. I want something short. None of these sound good. Going to open. Let's see. Go Soundworks. There's some open hats in here. This one sounds pretty cool. I always map the open hat to the same thing that I map the hi-hats to. I'm going to pan it to the right. I'm not going to pan this one as much. And then I need a rim. Ooh, Walkman sounds hard. Okay. I'm going to pan this to the right as well. We have a lot of stuff panned to the left, so it is nice to pan things to the right when you are in the percussion side of things. It creates more... I don't know the word. It puts it all together better. Fire, thank you. So... going to go into my percussion extras channel. I'm going to go here. I'm going to extend it all the way. And this is where I use, I don't know, I've never seen anybody really talk about this, but the advanced fill on here is so nice. This is one of the best thing I've ever seen. I always turn this up to 32. And then for this main perk, you got to make sure that it is divisible by 32. So 8 would be great. I'm going to go for 16. I don't want this one to hit very often. The open hat, I am going to use advanced fill, and I'm going to turn this up to 32. Let me make sure that I can, hold on, whoops. I'm going to make sure that I can see the beginning of this. I'm going to change this to 16, and I am going to make sure that this hits on the same thing that my snares hit on, but I'm going to make sure that it is less often. Honestly, I'll go for 32. Let's let it hit once every 32 beats. The rim, I want this one to hit the most often, and it needs to hit on the first beat. So I'm going to move this up to 32, and I'm going to put this at 8. And we're just going to see how this sounds. I need to turn these down. Okay. Now we're going to get into drum mixing. So, I have my hi-hats here. Hi-hats already mixed. Going to mix my snare and clap. Just remove a lot of the harsh hi-ends, but leave a lot there still, or else they're not going to hit at all. So we have the EQ. Honestly, I rarely add reverb to my claps and snares. I mostly only do on very dark, like dark beats. But I'm going to turn this way down just to make it a little more crisp. Add some delay, not a lot, like 15. TDR is a great free plugin for very low compression on the drum bus. TDR. I will look at that. I do not know how to do sidechains. I have a sidechain thing on my master, and that's pretty much what I use. But I don't really know how to do sidechaining all that well, and I need to learn because it's very important. No, this reverb doesn't sound good on there. I'm not gonna have reverb on it. It's very crisp. The 808. So with the 808, it is one of those things where I have to watch what I do to the 808. Half the time, I do not put any effects on my 808. But I do like putting Fruity Blood Overdrive and lowering it a lot. I'm gonna find FabFilter Pro Q3. I think FabFilter plugins are some of the best. I'm going to do a high cut. And I'm also going to do a low cut, which most people would not do for an 808, but I'm gonna make sure it's very close to being thin. It's gonna make sure that your 808 hits hard and it's very bassy, but it's not muddy. We're gonna peak up here in the mids a little bit. So I have a lot of the actual production done here. Let me go into my master, and I'm going to individually show you what I have set up for my master. So I'm going to turn on Edison because it really doesn't matter. So my Pro Q3, I have a sidechain here, I have a sidechain here, I sidechain the high end, sidechain the low end, make sure that all of my kicks are sidechained with the 808. This one isn't a sidechain, this is just an actual EQ. But as you can hear now, let's listen to this with this off. It's so much cleaner. Everything is so much more compact, it all fits together. It is very cohesive. That's the word I was looking for. This is way more cohesive. I had a compressor, make it even more cohesive. I adjust this a lot. My settings on the compressor, I do not know how compressors work. I'm going to say that right now. I asked Teddy Boy for compression settings and he gave me this. So, and then Saturn is a saturator. I don't think most people would put this on a master track. I would. I always switch it to clean tape. I always put the bass at +2. I'm going to lower the band 1 treble to +20. Let's see how this works. to go into the fruity limiter, increase the ceiling, lower the gain by -2. Let's go 2.5. 2. Make sure nothing's in the red up there. There we go. I'm going to lower the bass. I think it hits a little too hard. And there we go. That's how I make a beat. Like, that's how I do all my patterns. Now we're going to move into how to finalize a beat. Make sure that there's actual flow to it. So I like starting off with a kick clap pattern. Don't worry, I'm gonna add risers, cymbals, all that. I'll show you how to make your own risers because I think that's important. Have the hi-hats, and we're gonna let it go into there. So it is missing a riser and it is missing a crash. So I'm going to show you how to turn a crash into a riser. So let's find a decent crash. Shinju drum kit. I think there's crashes in here. This would make a good riser. I'm not going to use this as a crash, but I'll use this as a riser. If you want to make a crash, click mode stretch, click reverse onto your crash or cymbal, click edit in audio editor, find out what key this is in. It's in C. Okay. So then I'm going to go into here. We are in the key of F. So we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go back to this. We're going to increase the pitch by 500 cents. We are then going to scroll, move this to where it lines up with that. And now we have a riser. Let's listen to it, see how it sounds. Sounds rough right now, but that's okay because we have to EQ it. So we are going to move this to channel 8. This is typically where I add my risers, my cymbals. I'm going to add a reverb. Add a reverb. I'm going to add reverb and delay. Put this at 50. So there we go. Now we have our riser. Now we just need a cymbal or a crash. Crash 9 is pretty good. I'm gonna put it on the same thing, lower the volume. Cut the tail of that. I think I can find a better crash than that. Crash, cymbal, anything. Show me something good. You would think that I would have... You know what? Simon Like is basic, but it does have good cymbals. I use NBA a bunch. I think NBA is a perfect crash. Then I like to do a fade out. You don't have to do a fade out. I like to do a fade out. And the one that I always do is called fade off in the Simon Like kit. And then I'm just going to get us prepared to actually work on the verse here. So I'm going to go ahead and lay that out. I'm going to put this on the same thing that I have the crash and stuff. I'm going to lower it. Okay. Give it some air to breathe. Then I'm going to add the clap snare over here. And then a really cool thing that I like doing is when you only have a minimal amount of your melodies going, have the 808, the kick, and the snare going at the same time. This is perfect for like a dark, moody verse, especially if you're wanting to do like deeper vocals. I think this is perfect for that. And then you can bring it all together, add the hi-hat. Fuck it, add the rims too. Have everything that you're going to have on your chorus, just don't have all the extra melodies. Creates room for such a moody environment. I'm gonna go to just this. If you want a good fade out off of that, cut the hi-hats after the snare. Put up some breathing room. I'm going to copy paste this. Control C, Control V. Oops. Put that there. Then I'm going to Control C, Control V, my melody, my risers, and my drop, and my fade off. And don't worry, I will show you something cool in the master section here in a second. Then we're going to do the outro here. Okay. So, we have a bunch of empty space here, which is fine for a bridge. If an artist wanted to add a bridge there, they totally could, but I'm going to show you something cool. Every producer does this. This is like the most YouTube producer thing you can do. Find the Fruity, which one is it? Is it Love Filter? Fruity Love Filter. Go here and find the simple low pass. Crank it all the way to 0 on your master. Right click here, click create automation clip. Okay, so we have this here. We're gonna go to this section. We're going to, I like to add a bit of a transition, so I am not going to go balls to the walls at first. I'm going to have it build. Have you tried FL on mobile? Never. I don't think I ever will. I would hate to use FL on mobile. I'm gonna add a bigger. I think I wanted high pass, not low pass. That's fine. Hold on. Let's change this to simple high pass. I think I did mean low pass. I just clicked the wrong low pass. Hold on. Hold on. I got this. Okay, let me cook. Let me cook. God. Okay. Simple triangle low pass. There we go. Might not want it all the way up because of those creaky notes up there that suck. Bring it all back together. There we go. Then we are going to add my tag. Where's my tag at? I actually have no clue where oh. I'm going to go to the beginning of the beat. And
whoa. Crizzy made this?
put it a little bit back.
Whoa. Crizzy made this?
Voice audio. Yes, what I'm doing is I'm making 2 beats. This is the simple trap beat. The second I'm doing is a very simplistic oh, thank you, by the way. My girlfriend did that tag. The second is going to be an organic drums rock beat. And then the third thing I'm going to do is a vocal mixing tutorial. So that will be later in the stream. For right now, I am just doing production, but I am doing vocal mixing. If you want to come back later, if you're not interested in the production side, you can always just watch the VOD after, or if you want to stay and learn some production things, you can do that too. But it's going to be a bit. I'm going to make a whole nother beat after this. This was just me showing off how I make my ambient trap beats. So.
Whoa.
And then we have the final product here. I typically only throw one tag on per beat. I don't like beats that have like 30 million tags in them. I feel like that gets really, really annoying. So I only put one in the very beginning of the beat before the drop. I don't bother with it anymore. Then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to save the project file, 130 BPM. This was F minor. And let's call it ambient trap beat. Let's keep this simple. Ambient trap beat. Create new project folder. No. I'm gonna click save. And cool. I'm gonna wait. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, of course. Add a resonator on drums. Resonator. What's a resonator? I'm sorry, I've been producing forever, but I don't produce the proper way. I said that in the beginning, like, I have no idea, like, how to act. Like, I really don't know how to produce. I just kind of do it in a way that I think, like, in a way that makes sense to me. I need to EQ that kick. Hold on, let me EQ this kick. Okay, going to click here, type. Going to add a, nope. I always get mixed up between high pass and low pass. It always mixes me up. Going to do that. Going to make sure that very end of it. Very end of it. Sure the 3 gets. Realistically, I would be using Fab Filter for this. I'm just trying to do a quick edit. Get rid of the. Okay. All right. Subscribe. Thank you. Okay. Try instead a shelf, not a cut. Okay, let me try that. Type. Need a high shelf, right? Or would it be a low shelf? Be a low shelf. That's my bad. Oh yeah, that's so much cleaner. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot better. Thank you. Thank you. You should do a tutorial. Yeah, that's great. Okay. Yep. Okay. I'm going to export this as is right now, so that way I can go to the next step. In my Discord, I'm going to upload this beat so anybody can use it. In case anybody wants to. Crizzy White. And my Discord, I have a section for free beats. Let me make sure that nobody can see that. Okay. I have a section for free beats as long as you give credit and give 50% splits. So I'm going to throw that into my free Crizzy Beats channel. And then I'm going to show how I produce an organic rock, ambient rock, alternative rock kind of thing. I did shoegaze once. Just something like more organic, less trappy, I should say. I do have recommendations for what drum kits to use, because all of the drum kits I use are free on Reddit. You can find them all. So I'm going to create a new project file. We're going to slow down the tempo for this one. So I'm going to go down to thinking like 86, something like that. We're going to. I could do a major. I don't like using majors, bro. I like using minors. Do not take that out of context. Okay, so scale highlighting. Let's go A minor. A minor is cool. A minor is real cool. So once again, I'm going to be using Sapphire Guitar Essentials. I think that they have great guitar. They're a great guitar VST. I'm going to try out their acoustic, and I'm going to lay down some chords in the key of A. That is still a kick. So why is it not? Okay. Okay. Let's go for something dark there. Control C, Control V. Let's layer it. Okay. Then we're going to, throughout, we are going to have a shifting. Hold on, let me actually change which acoustic guitar this is. Maybe classic guitar would sound better. Classic guitar does sound nice. I think I'm gonna stick with that. Go for something here. Instead, just like a strike there. Something simple. I don't want to keep like the same like rhythm going the whole time. These are just chords anyway. Let's try that. Okay, we got something simple here. Something simple. Let's make sure that we add guitar there. Going to go into here. Once again, I'm going to EQ. Going to add a low shelf. Remember, remove a lot of the lower frequencies from your main melodies, because it will be made up for when we add Blue Cat free amp. Blue Cat free amp. And then I'm going to go for the dirty preset here. Going to add another EQ to cut out a lot of the buzzing. Add some reverb. Chorus. This might honestly be too dark. I'm gonna try bringing this up one. sharp, D. Okay, okay, something like that. Let's try that out. So with my beats that I use when what's the word? When I make more organic beats, I tend to not use nearly as many melodies to create my space. I typically rely on either a guitar or a piano. Sometimes I might add a pad if I don't want to go fully into the make it sound like it's not made in FL. Like if, you know, I might add a pad if I want to add ambient, but I'm going to stick with mostly just this guitar, some bass, kick, clap, snare, whatever. And I'm going to start out with going to move this over here, the kick and the clap. Once again, I'm starting with a kick clap combo. I have the organic drum kit. This one is very nice. You can find it for free on Reddit. I forget what the exact name of the post is, but there are a bunch of great kicks in here. There's one up here that I liked. This one, okay. I actually am going to check what key this is in this time. It's a little more important when you're making a rock beat. So I'm going to go into there. I'm going to find an organic snare. Pan it to the left. On the fourth track, pan it to the left, about 38. Going to use a different drum kit. I'm going to use a boom bat drum kit to kind of almost make a clap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this to turn off loop points, turn off, make a stretch. I'm going to pitch it down by 150, give it that clap feeling. We are once again going to put it on every third beat. Don't worry, when everything's like mixed and stuff, it'll sound a lot better. So next I'm going to go to this kick. This kick is set in G. Sharp D. Okay, so it goes A, and then it goes to F sharp, D, to E. Try to shift the snare to make it sound fuller. Shift the one snare. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go to snare 08. I see what you're saying. Ooh, that sounds a lot better. Oh my gosh. Wait, no, that's so smart. Wait, I've never thought of doing that before. That actually sounds great. Thank you. I'm going to use that in my own beats from now on. Like I said, myself, I am still a beginner. This is mostly for some people who asked me how I produce and stuff, and just like my thoughts through it. So again, the pattern for the kick can be whatever, as long as it's consistent. Make sure that I made it cut itself, because, okay. Oh, there's no. I forgot the snare here. Wait, what the? Oh, no, I just completely misplaced it. Okay. That's what it is. Wait, hold on. I gotta find what beat this is on. Okay. This one is too far to the right. Put it back there. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. So when I make slower beats like this, I tend to have the, not the open hat, the hi-hat. Oh, I'm in the boom bap kit still. I think that boom bap kits work a lot with more organic sounding stuff. But in terms of hi-hats, I like going. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to clap snare. I am going to right click. I'm going to fill each 4 steps. I'm going to cut. Go into hi-hats. Click paste. Hear how this sounds. Keep in mind that we do have that EQ over here. Might be hitting too often. Let's hear how this sounds. Just gonna leave it at 4. I think it'll sound better once we add more to it. For the hat, go to the simpler, go there settings where you can find adjust the groove. Go there to settings where you can adjust the groove. There you can turn the shift for 40%. Turn the shift for 40%. Sounds like the background music in Breaking Bad when Walt's up to no good. You're so real for that. Nah. Okay, for the hat, go to the sampler. Why did I okay. Hat, go to sampler. Wait, is this sampler? What the hell is, yeah, this is the same. Go to groove in the settings tab. Groove, 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 groove. Instrument list icon. Yes. Groove. There. Okay. I'm just looking for groove. I don't see groove. Right there. What do you mean right there? Wait, where is it? Groove. I don't see groove. Am I like stupid? Wait, hold on. On time section. There's a time section? Wait, Oh, swing. I see gate. Do you mean gate? No. Oh, turn the shift. Why am I looking for groove? Okay. There we go. Okay, I am so stupid. I am so sorry. Ooh, ooh. There we go. Okay, that was bad first thing. I'll turn it down to this point. Nope. Thank you. You can add in the section where the shift knob was a little delay and echo on the hat. Okay. Little delay and echo. Nope. Okay. I had no clue that some of these things were here, like, whatsoever. This is actually kind of crazy. You just showed me a whole new world. Okay. For the bass, I'm going to use Analog Lab. So it loads. I want to go into here. Bass. I want... I like that. Nope. Is there a way to find like bass guitar? Okay. Maybe this ain't the right one. I know a VST. Hold on. There's a bass VST that has some. Which one is that? Is it Harmer? That has a good like bass, analog bass, dubstepy face here. No, not this one. I know that there's a nice bass in one of the Citrus, maybe? Citrus is really good. Citrus has a bunch of cool stuff in it. Bass, metal. Metal. Let me try that. Going to try to use that. Open up this. Go into here. Guitar Essentials. The Sapphire Guitar Essentials doesn't have a lot of good basses, which is why God, this low-key sounds like ass. Like, this beat sounds terrible. Hold on. Of course, I'm gonna have to cut this. I don't know why I didn't think I wouldn't have to cut this. Wait, how do I cut it? Wait, where's sampler? Hold on. The whole ass sampler's gone now. I'm sure there's an option to cut in here. Put the bass on the 3? What do you mean? That's where my hi-hat is. On the 3rd beat. Click the cog in the top left, you can get the sampler back. Cog in the top left. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is what I wanted. Okay. Sounds like Michael Jackson. Wait, what was it? F sharp. Then it's D. Then it's E. I'm going to change this bass. I do not like this bass. This bass is bad. I'm going to try to use... I'm going to see if there's any good basses in here, because I might just be stupid. Because you would think, like... I could probably just use an electric guitar, and then take it and put it down. It's okay, Seller. I'm learning things right now. I'm being taught how to produce while doing a production tutorial. Going to fab filter. Be better. I understand this better. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Hold on. .160 hertz. Lower the frequency 6 dB. And don't worry, I'll change the blue cat here in a second. Not with a cut, with a separate. With the what? Not with the cut. Make it dynamic. Oh. Wait, how do you make it dynamic? Is that like dynamic? Make the Q smaller. Make it smaller. Oh wait, no, make it smaller. Wait, wait, hold on. Right click on the purple. Okay. Make dynamic. Okay. Yes, okay. Make the Q smaller. Make the Q a little bigger. Wait, I thought you said make it smaller. I have to get rid of that note anyway. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so now we have our base. Oops. Except for these aren't even hitting. Wait, yeah, they are. Wait, no, this one's not hitting the right. There we go. There we go. Now that should be hitting the right note. Still sounds off. Piece it. Oh, on the hat. Oh, the hat sounds. Okay. Gotcha. I didn't even see the word hat. That is on me. 16 groovy. Oh, not that one. That one sounds bad. Funky, no. I want something like surf rock. No, a lot of those go too high up. Don't want them to go up that high, man. Oh, okay. Okay. Nope. Okay. Bro. I'm not doing what I want. You're not doing what I want right now. Hold on. On the knob tool. Try the 16. Wait, no. Oh, no. Wait. Wait, how do I redo? When I undo something, how do I redo an FL? I don't even know what happened there. Oh, there we go. Commander Z. There's command on here. I think it's that. Okay. Thank you. Alright. I think I need something a little more. I am going to add like an ambient pad here. I think that would help a lot. Okay. Going to go back to Analog Lab. Clumsy. I really don't see a COM key on my keyboard. I just need something higher to match the... something better than that. Not that. Pinematic. Okay. So again, I have no clue what that is. Try the vol knob. Match the BPM. Wait, what? What do you mean? I'm so confused what you mean. It's 86 BPM. I'm so confused by what's going on. Is it over here? And this was easier when I was just doing my own thing. Inside Panamatic. What's a Panamatic? What is a Panamatic? I'm so confused. What's Panamatic? Hold on. Just gotta EQ it. Is that like a thing in here? Is there a fruity Panamatic? Oh, Panamatic. Okay. Volume knob. The BPM. How do I match the BPM? Oh. It's like there. I've never used Panamatic before. I have no clue what this is doing. Hold on. Okay, I hear the difference. Okay. Hi, Jesse. I'm making like a rock type thing, like a chill rock vibe. Okay. I'm just going to try to do my own thing right now. Okay. Add extra percussion. Extra percussion. Okay. I'm going to go back to my organic kit. Going to go for a metallic. Nope. Going going to pan that to the right. I'm going to find symbol. I don't need to load that in yet. I don't know why I'm going for that. Hold on. Let me find rims. I know that Boom Bap rims. Do I not have any rims in there, bro? What the fuck? Hold on. Rims. Walkman's good. Okay, got Walkman. And now I need open hat. Hi-hats. Closed hats. Open hats. Okay. Adjust the LFO speed. Okay. I'm gonna extend this out. I'm going to do a very similar thing to what I did last time. So I'm going to go here, advanced fill. Going to go 64. This time I'm going to make this hit every 32. I'm going to make this rim hit every 16. And I'm going to make sure that my channel rack is in the beginning here. I'm going to make sure that this one hits every 16 as well, but it is going to be shifted to the third beat. And we're going to listen to it, and then I'm going to adjust volume as need be. Find a better. Thank you, Jesse. Going to go back to my. This is my pad, right? Yeah. Okay. Gonna go back to my pad. Going to add more reverb. It needs it. Okay. Okay, we've got some nice semblance going here. Sorry guys, oh my gosh, my back hurts right now. I need to be back in my chair more, like actually using my lumbar support and stuff. Oh my gosh. I don't even know how long I've been streaming for. It feels like forever. For a tip, use reverb on a send because reverb starts to fight each other. A send. So I'm assuming a send is my VST. It's like here. So use this reverb instead of using the reverb on this. No, it's a channel on the mixer. Channel on the mixer. The mixer. This is the channel rack. View mixer. Oh. Oh. Okay, so there's a. Wait, where? Hold on, where's the reverb option? Am I tripping? Separate. Like this. For descend on the track. Oh, that's not what I want. Oh, hold on. You mean like this? Hold on. Cause I have a reverb that I can bust out to. Okay. Symbol. Oops. Reverse. CPU and makes the track clear and less muddy. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Why is it not letting me zoom in more like I was before? There we go. Okay. I'm gonna EQ this a little bit. Crash has too much high frequency. I did just put it on a new track that has less high. Here. Not so loud. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna make the riser quieter. Okay. Boom. Right. Cut, not a notch. What? I don't know what's going on. Okay. A cut, not a notch. Like a, I don't, what do you mean a cut? Wait, I need to be in this one anyway. Not this one. I don't even know where I'm at, bro. This there. Low pass. Okay. Gotcha. Wait, that didn't even make the sound anymore. What the heck? Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Gonna keep. So, honestly, I think one pattern is long enough. On a slow beat like this, let's see how long this chorus is. I can go for 2. Okay. Need the riser more stereo. Hold on. I'm ready to do the vocal mixing thing already. I'm so tired of producing. Oh my god. The entire process has become not fun. It was so much fun earlier. Okay. Track right above the volume. Which knob? This is the panning. You mean the panning? Is there a way to like... Found it. Okay. What do you mean I made it more mono? I thought I was supposed to increase this separation. Turns orange if it's stereo. Oh. Gotcha. I am done with beats. I'm so done. I'm just gonna fucking export this shit. I'm so tired of this. Every ounce of fun that I had was taken away. So I am going to finish this out and then I am going to do vocals. So I'm not even gonna bother exporting this one. This one sounds like dog ass. I'm gonna save it though, in case I want to change it later. BPM, A minor, rock beat. Okay. Time for vocal. I'm Ohio. It's a song I can change the mixing on. I want to go for a more rap track. I might go for something that's already released, because that'll make it yeah, that way I don't leak anything too. Make it easier. What's one that's already released? Hold on, let's hide. No, that one's not released yet. Whoops. I'm forgetting what's already released and what's not. Okay. Calm is not released. So many of these songs are not released, and I thought they were. Hold on. What's that one that I made not too long ago? There's one that I made that wasn't that long ago. I forget. Hold on. Let me pull up my page. Okay. Look at my recent releases. See what I can find. Vocal mixing. You're from the Ukraine. Gotcha. People in the Ukraine are such good producers. I know a few producers from Ukraine. Release songs. You know, I could do DOA. Okay. Now I'm gonna teach you guys about vocal mixing. Oh boy. So, songs are already mixed and mastered. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new separate vocal track layout. I'm honestly just gonna break down what I have. Now that I think about it, I don't really want to mix from the ground up, but I'll isolate this box. So first I'm going to show you the final product. I'm just going to show you, hold on, let me show you later in the song. I'm going to remove this. Song isn't released yet, but it's fine. I was dead on arrival. It's an endless cycle. She asked me why I'm colder. I said, baby, I'm bipolar. See, now that I'm listening back on it, it doesn't sound as good as I thought it did. So, first I'm gonna open up with this EQ. I was dead on arrival. I'm gonna broaden this. It's an endless cycle. She asked me why I'm colder. I said, baby, I'm bipolar. I don't have no fucking friends and I'm a loner. I'm a loner. We'll go to sleep, have fun, and good luck producing. Thank you. Thank you for all the help. Sure that it's in key, E major. This is E minor. I was dead on arrival. Did I have it in the wrong key? I was dead on arrival. If so, that's embarrassing. It's an endless cycle. She asked me why I'm colder. Honestly, guys, I'm so done with streaming right now. I'm so tired. I've had a bad week. I'll do a vocal tutorial like next week or something. I can't right now, guys. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I hope everybody that watched, because this was a pretty bad stream. I don't think I have very many watchers. I hope everybody that watched enjoyed. My brain is racked. I'm gonna do a vocal tutorial next week. But thank you all for watching. Love y'all.